14 days, what an adventure it has been. Learning all the tricks and trades of the YouTube and what to do and what not to do. Man, has it been a journey. Hi, my name's Sam. If you're new here, I'm from Loomis Card Craze, where I buy, sell, trade Pokemon cards and various other TCGs on eBay. I tried TCG Player for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and decided that wasn't my jam. Thanks for being here. In this video, I'm going to talk about my first 2 weeks streaming on YouTube, the pluses, the minuses, and what I've learned. It's been a great learning experience. It's been enjoyable. It's been fun. I've always been somebody that loves to hear the dulcet sounds of my own voice. So this has been a great and exciting experience. And I'm glad that you've chosen to stick with me and watch me through my woes and excitements and all that fun stuff. As you can tell, I'm having a bad hair night. It is 11 o'clock at night on Friday evening as I film this and get it ready for the Saturday update. It's been a fantastically busy day with the kiddos. So here we go. A couple things that I've learned this week was one of them is TCG Player. It's not really my speed. The quick flip, the 10 cent, 15 cent cards, for the amount of effort that is put into it with the time that I have allotted, it's not reasonable. It's not feasible. So I'm looking at how do I scale my eBay store? How do I get all of the cards that I had on TCG Player, the 30,000, 35,000 cards, onto eBay to see if maybe from a scale perspective, they'll sell better on eBay. Now, mind you, that's a lot, right? You're listing cards for $169, $179, $1.79, I should say. So when you look at it from that perspective, it's a lot more expensive than TCG Player, but also the turnaround will be a lot smaller. I'm not packaging up 30, 40 cards a day while trying to keep up with my other duties around the house. So I'm hoping that while switching just to eBay, it'll slow the sales down and all of those pieces. The second thing that I have learned on my YouTube journey is ChatGPT scripts, not for me. A lot of people, when I was reading, a lot of streamers that are just starting will go and utilize ChatGPT, give it an idea of, hey, here's what I want to do, here's what I want to talk about. So I tried that for a couple videos. I'm sure you can tell I stared at the screen. That's not me, that's not my personality. I like to talk, I like to wave my hands around, and I don't like to stare at a screen and read. And I don't have the memory ability and capabilities to memorize a script. So all of my videos from here on out will be completely off script. So if it sounds like I'm rambling and trying to think of ideas, it's probably because I am. No, I'm just kidding. Now, mind you, I take notes. I have a little sticky note here of, hey, here are the topics I want to hit and kind of talk about. So that's kind of the format of the videos moving forward. We are still planning on doing the full 90 days of YouTube experience, where after that 90 days, I will evaluate. I am in the process of every day doing one long form video and 2 shorts based on the long form that has been done the prior day. Looking at maybe revamping that. Maybe 2 shorts isn't the right play, maybe it is. I'm still going through those pieces as I grow and as I learn. So those of you that are catching this on a short, thanks for being here. Please subscribe to the channel, take a look at it, and we'll grow together. It's been a great experience, and I appreciate you guys being here for it. The third thing that I have learned is I'm not very good at organization. As my eBay store grows, as all of those pieces expand, I'm struggling with coming up with a system that works for me and my woes of, hey, how do I find this card after I sell it? I had an order the other day for 30 cards and I was going to this box, I was going to that box, to that box, to that box. It's, hey, how do we better organize it? And what's the sustainability pattern? So over the next few weeks, you may see the background of my office change as I move the movies out and we look at getting shelves, and maybe the TV comes down. I haven't used that in a couple of years. Back when I was in shape, I had a treadmill in here, and that's a whole other video. Anywho, so as we go through this, you may see the background change and grow as I continue to change and grow. One other thing that I learned is I need to come up with more creative content. I did do my first screen clicker video, and I have to say that was an absolute dog water. That was dog water. Couldn't figure out how to properly utilize the camera, switching back and forth between my webcam. Couldn't figure out how to use OBS to properly stream the screen and all of those fun things. So if you want a comical moment for the week, I should say, go ahead and take a look at the video and be honest. I genuinely believe the content is actually pretty great. My recording capabilities have some drastic room for improvement. So we are working on that, and I am continuing to Google of how to properly utilize the interwebs. I'm just kidding. However, I am continuously learning how to properly edit videos and being more comfortable with the technology side of it. It's incredible. You don't think of the small intricacies of editing videos and how do you properly make the transition seamless and not seem so rigid and stressed and all those fun pieces, right? So that is something I'm learning with my content. And I do want to bring more informational such as that of what am I investing in? What am I putting my own money into as we continue to go? One thing I am pushing right now that I'm continuing to learn that I actually really enjoy is sorting bulk. Not just Pokemon bulk, not just sports. Purchased a lot of One Piece this last week that I am working on sorting. Came in a collection of Pokemon and it had some Yu-Gi-Oh in it as well. So I'm working on getting those sorted and uploaded, and hopefully those should be on the eBay store within the next week, 2 weeks. It is very handy having the Ricoh printer that I can utilize to scan in. Today I had a couple hours where I didn't have the kids, and it was about 2.5 hours. I got about 2,000 cards scanned in and uploaded. So that was pretty awesome, being able to utilize technology and different websites to get the cards implemented, scanned in, and processed. So that's a huge time saver. And as I continue to go through this journey, I'm looking at ways of how do I better manage my time? In the little bit of time that I get, how do I better utilize it and strive for success in various different ways? I'm also looking at different content outside of informationals, maybe some fun content we may do Monday. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I think I've got to. I have some Prismatic Evolution packs that I'm going to open on a video, create a short of, all that fun stuff of just some excitement, bring some joy back into the hobby for myself, and maybe we pull something fun. It is Prismatic Evolutions after all. But yeah, overall, it's been a successful second week. I had my first short. It wasn't a video, it was a short that hit over 800 views. That was exciting. It's continued to go up a few views at a time. Maybe it'll hit 1,000 by next month. So super exciting stuff I have going on, and I appreciate you guys being here. As always, my eBay link is in the description. I should probably remove my TCG Player link, and a few other affiliate links for the scanner and a couple other items if you want to take a gander at them just to see what they are. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being here, guys.